All right, well, let's dive into your mailbag questions. If you want to submit a question to the mailbag, all you've got to do is become one of our awesome pledge hammers on Patreon at any dollar amount and leave a comment in the community tab labeled mailbag. Do not email me. I will just lose them. And I just want to say very much thank you to everyone who has continued being a Patreon backer, one of our pledge hammers during this time. It's, as you said, some people are saving money. Some people don't have those means, but there are some people who have messaged us saying that, unfortunately I can't back anymore because, Steve Carino, and I fully appreciate that. And I really, really wanted to thank everyone who has stuck with us and is, still watching the show and still backing us on Patreon, still listening to our doofy little podcast. So thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And finally, James J. Dillon, since the Gronk isn't the most relevant host for WrestleMania, I started to wonder why he's there in the first place. Usually the guest host is there to build up someone on the rise. Is Mojo on a star on the rise? I doubt it. So I really like this. Is it far-fetched to think that Vince brought in the Gronk to transition him over to the XFL to help with the falling ratings? I know the league is currently on hold right now, but I can see Vince planning this for a while and holding on to the Gronk until the XFL can start back up, maybe using him as a weak crossover prop.
That's really interesting. That's fascinating.
That's a brilliant guess, actually.
I guess also I'm not very good at judging the appeal of people from America who compete in sports that I don't like. So I don't know how much cachet the Gronk has, but seemingly WWE have used him quite a few times. So maybe he has a bit of cultural cachet to just be the host and bring in a slightly different crowd, especially if they're going back on pay-per-view. They do that all the time where they just try to lump in as many cultural references outside of wrestling into one show to be like, look, if you like Ronda Rousey, you could come and watch WrestleMania 30, whatever it was, the one where she got involved in that Rock segment. What one was that?
31?
Oh yeah, it was 31, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I was watching the Bray Wyatt match from that the other day. And Shayna Baszler and that lot just sat in the front row and like, little do you know, all these people will be in big Mania matches coming down the line. But I guess they just like to bring in as many different sports stars that they think there's going to be some sort of crossover promotion. And the Gronk, obviously, as you rightly pointed out, that XFL, that's an extra level of crossover now because they've got two things they're trying to sell. So
and the Gronk he's a retired American football player as well, I believe. That if you were to coax him out of retirement and sign with one of the XFL teams, I mean, I don't know the extent of why he retired. He might have retired for very serious reasons. But he is young.
But there was talk of the WWE deal, right? So there was talk of him becoming a wrestler at WWE. So this might be a way to put his face out in WWE so that when you transition him into wrestling, that's a really big deal. But then he could go and be a pundit at XFL at the same time.
Exactly.